What's going on, guys? My name is Ben and welcome back to another video. This is episode 5 of the Fiesta ST build. I am just about to replace the rear bumper fog light, and of course I thought I'd grab my camera to show you, as I want to document every little thing that I do on this car. But before I do that, let me show you around the car and show you the broken one. I have the replacement one here, which hopefully is easy to put on, but we'll find out. So then let's have a quick look around the car. The car is absolutely filthy, which is really annoying because all it has done is sit in this space and it hasn't moved. Here is the broken rear fog light, which I mentioned. Shouldn't be too hard to change, I hope. Hopefully I'll just take the wheel off, and there are 2 bolts, one here and one here, I believe. Hopefully I can get to that without having to remove the bumper. Walking around, annoyingly, I thought this door was okay. I thought this would just need spraying in, and this part here, the split metal, would be hidden essentially by the lock. However, I held it up the other day and about that much is showing, which isn't good. So I think it will be cheaper to find a door off another ST that is being broken for parts and replace a door that is in the same colour and is in a good condition. Otherwise you've got to weld that, straighten it, fill it, and then paint all this bit, and even there's a scrape where it's been hit on a wall. I've seen a replacement door for around £80, so I may just go ahead and replace the door. Yeah, just to get rid of that. Around the front is looking quite good. Well, I just need to do some alignment down here and those pieces down there, which I painted in the last video. I'm trying to sand them down and it is not a fun task at all. So yeah, don't know what to do there. First things first though, supposedly simple job, I'm going to replace this rear fog light. Well, that took a lot longer than I originally anticipated. Roughly that time lapse was around 45 minutes just to replace the rear reflector fog light. Now, it was a lot harder than I thought. Mainly was getting to the bolt that is here. There's just no space behind the bumper to get any tools in. It was made easier by removing this bolt, and there's also an 8mm bolt down here, which then allows you to pop off that corner of the bumper, which gives you enough flex just to get that bolt. However, it is now replaced. It's one of those little finicky jobs that I've been putting off for a good while now, but as you can see, that is so much better. I am so glad I've just managed to just get it out of the way, get it done. Here is the old one, as you can see, completely broke into 2, and there's the old bulb. Quite conveniently, this replacement part came with another bulb, and it all works. I've tested it, it's all fine. But yes, this bolt was easy. It is located around here, and this was the pain in the arse one there. So if I hold that up to the bumper, it's around here, and like I said, I wouldn't have been able to get that if I hadn't have managed to undo the bumper there and managed to flex it. So that's looking a lot better and cleaner. I have made quite a big mess doing that, and yeah, that just makes the back end look so much more. I had to take my watch off as well so I didn't damage it. Let's close the boot, and with the number plate on as well, the back end is pretty much done. Next task on the to-do list then is to replace the discs and pads all around on this car. As you can see, I have already jacked the car up at the front and put the two wheels either side just for extra safety. The discs on this car are they have a slight lip on them, and the pads are also pretty low. So just for peace of mind and that there are no advisories on the MOT list, I am going to change the entire brakes on this car. So shouldn't be too hard. I've watched a Chris Fix video. How hard can it be? Next day then, and unfortunately last night I did run out of time and daylight when working on the ST. I did manage to replace both front discs and pads. However, I attempted the rear, but unfortunately I lost daylight, and the disc was so strong, welded basically onto the hub, I couldn't get it off, so I gave up and thought I'd hack it another day, and that day is today. So I've already got the car jacked up. I'm going to, well, basically use brute force to try and get the disc off. If that doesn't work, then my dad did make me this kind of pulling tool, which works kind of in the same way as the caliper compression tool. So let's see how this goes. So all the brakes are now done on the ST, and as you can see, it is pretty much, well, it looks finished anyway. The front bumper has been realigned, and so has the bonnet. Big thank you to basically my dad and his friend. We spent about probably around 6 hours on making sure that was all aligned, so a lot of work went into that. I didn't film that because of the amount of footage involved in the time lapse for that, but yeah, that's looking all very good. I've put the front honeycomb grill in, as you can see, and I've ordered a new lower grill, as you can see there, as the my paint job didn't go too well, and I'm just waiting on the 2 fog light surrounds there. And if we look in here, as you can see, they're a bit rusty, but the brakes are complete. Just a few more pieces like those bits down there I am waiting on, and then it can be MOT'd and put on the road. So not long to go now. The car is almost finished, and I have parked it this way because for too long I've been looking at the back when it's been parked up, and it's quite nice to see the front, especially as it is now all pretty much completed. Tomorrow I have a long journey in the van that I've borrowed. I'm going to replace the driver's door, just basically because although you could get this repaired, I'm personally not happy about getting it repaired. And also I got a quote to, as you can see, the metal is split there and then it's all scratched around the door handle. I got a quote of £200 to fix all of that, whereas I'm getting a replacement Spirit Blue door tomorrow for £80, which is good. And I'm also getting, there's like a air deflector that goes under the bumper, which covers up these holes in the wheel arch. So once those bits are installed, the car will pretty much be done. I will leave the wheels, they need a refurb. I will do that last. First, I'm concentrating on getting the car on the road and just to drive it for the first time and enjoy it, really. So just a few more pieces to go on the car, as I mentioned. Some of them are due to arrive tomorrow, so I cannot wait to get them on. The front fog lights, just to complete the look of the front bumper, and just little tiny bits and bobs, miscellaneous pieces. Once they are on, the car is booked in on Monday for its MOT, and once that is done, the car can get back on the road. Then little minor things like the wheel refurb and the bits of touch-up paint I can worry about afterwards. My main goal is to get the car on the road, so then I can enjoy it, and just so then at least it's mobile, because at the minute it is, of course, stuck at my house. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of the updates coming to this car. I cannot wait to get it on the road, and I cannot wait to start making some videos properly of it and get it out of this rebuild state. It's been a lot of fun, but now I just want to drive it. Thanks again for watching, guys.